Good morning, Bitcoin. We're live from the Frankfurt School of Business and Management. We're joined by Niall from Hycoin. What is Hycoin? What do you guys do?
So what we're doing is we're building a base layer blockchain protocol. It's currently a linear chain, similar to Bitcoin. That would be the most similar one. But later on, we're going to be moving towards a DAG structure.
Okay, it said in your flyer that when you're a DAG, you'll be able to accept multiple blocks at the same time. What advantages will this give you?
It allows us to have much greater transactional throughput by being able to essentially allow for these multiple publishings anywhere on the network. As long as there are no conflicts within the blocks, we can accept them, and our consensus algorithm is able to resolve those differences.
So if I was spending a transaction in both blocks, you would figure that out?
Yeah, so what would happen is that would happen slightly later. The transaction, obviously, like it's the same with any other blockchain, you need to wait for the confirmations for your transaction to be accepted or not. In our system, the way it would work is you would have to wait until the double spend is noticed, as it were, which would happen when the transaction is included in the history of some block in the future. So once a block notices that, hang on a minute, you've got these, you're spending this one in this block and this one in this block, and at that point our consensus algorithm would run and it would give precedence to one transaction over the other. So one of them would be accepted and one of them would not.
So this would be used for just payments, kind of normal usage by normal users, or is this more of a bank product?
So what we're doing is we're trying to build something that's real world. We want people to use it. Like one of our first use cases, we're partnering up with a food delivery app in Seoul in Korea, where we're based.
So like Uber Eats or something, delivery food?
Basically, like something similar to Uber Eats. Basically, they already accept Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, I think. And so we're going to partner up with them, and they're going to accept Hycoin on their platform, which is pretty cool.
So you'll be able to pay in Hycoin, and then they'll just have more transactions because of the multiple block structure. It also said that Spectre will be confirming these transactions?
Yeah, so Spectre is the name of the consensus algorithm. It's written by the same guys who actually wrote the Ghost protocol, which is used in Ethereum, and actually it's going to be used by us as well. We're hard forking next week, I think, to implement that.
All right, so right now you're on a normal blockchain, but soon you're going to switch to this different structure that will give you the ability to take multiple blocks and just have more transactions?
Yeah, that's the goal. So we're going to half our block time in the next couple of weeks when we do our first hard fork. And then for the next probably year, that's when we're going to be working on the implementation of the DAG structure.
And who decides that you can half your block time? Do they have to go through any kind of a structure, or do you guys just have access to the code, like you can change it at any time?
We can, like at the moment, it's an open source project, but the only people who are actually developing it are in-house. So it's kind of like I think we're given kind of license to build the thing that we've set out to build. And once we've kind of built that, then, ideally we want as many people as possible to contribute to the project. But for now, we're open book, but not open contribution, I guess. Sure.
So people can see the code online. You have a GitHub, but they can't yet contribute to the code.
Yeah. The thing is, if someone wants to contribute, they're welcome to submit a pull request, and we'll look at it. But for now, it's a case of we're working to realize our goals for the project, and after that, it's going to be in the wild, and anyone can do what they like with it.
And what are the problems with the current system of, say, Bitcoin and Lightning that you guys would be solving?
Well, with Lightning, it's an interesting technology, like the way that you can take these transactions off-chain. What we're trying to do is to build up that base layer so that it is scalable on-chain. So we can have that base layer of transactional throughput that is much higher than existing systems. After that, we could plug in something like Lightning, for example, and then that would give us even more scalability on top of what we've already built.
And where can people learn more about your project?
So you can check out our website, hycon.io. Follow us on Twitter. Check us out on Telegram. We're on all of the social media platforms, as far as I know.
All right, great. Thanks you so much, Niall. Thanks for being on.
Cheers.
All right, good stuff.